Three idiots on a podcast. Like,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Runs sucks.
We don't know if any of that's true, but Bill. Oh, Jordan, don't give me this technically crap. Come on.
Got personal this week.
Lots of stuff happened.
Chad Berger, Brian Dawson of USD.
Yeah, you're wrong.
You guys do it in a really professional manner, and it's awesome.
Good evening, Kyle fans. Welcome in to Season 2, Episode 16 of the Howling Podcast, where we think about ostriches more than we'd like. We're thankful for snowblowers, and we embrace the cold because it means there are no mosquitoes. The crew's all here. Chad Berger, Mark Wendt, yours truly. We're all ready to go. No guests this week, but we will still recap the week that was in Coyote Athletics, as well as look ahead to upcoming events. Believe it or not, it is finals week at the flagship of USD. So we'll take a look at what's coming up for our student athletes this week. iChart of the week close out the show, and our DQ player of the week. Some business first. Quick disclaimer. The opinions on this show are Mark, Chad's, and myself, and do not represent USD or USD Athletics. On social media, you can find us on X at HowlWithUs3. Thanks to those joining us tonight via X. You can find myself at JD6OP5, Mark Wendt at WDiamond605, and Chad Berger at Chad Berger, B-I-R-G-E-R, at Chad Berger. If you're joining us on Facebook, thank you very much. You can search for us on Facebook. Just search The Howling Podcast. Please like and follow our page there. On YouTube, thanks for those joining tonight. At The Howling Podcast, please smash that subscribe button. And last but not least, Instagram. You can find us _Howling_podcast. We're still figuring out Instagram. Fastest growing Instagram account out there. So thanks for following us over there. As always, tonight's show brought to you by our friends at 19 Brewing Company in Vermilion. So before we get going, a quick word from Katie at 19 Brewing Company.
Looking for a place where good beer meets better company? Welcome to 19 Brewing Company, Vermilion's first craft brewery and home to Coyote Legacy Blonde Ale. Brought to you by 2 USD alumni, Coyote Legacy isn't just any beer. It's a chance to give back to student scholarships while enjoying a refreshing blonde ale. With 12 rotating taps, a flavor-it-yourself seltzer, and homemade root beer, we have something for every Coyote fan. 19 Brewing Company. Good beer, better company.
With that, I welcome in Chad and Mark. Gentlemen, good evening. Was that an applause audio clip?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I didn't know if someone was doing like a rain stick or is that a boo?
That's gonna be we got all these audio clips added here all of a sudden, so might as well go with some of them. Have a little fun.
That boo one is going to be used on me at the end of the show here.
Yeah. Well, it was a pretty decent week this past week. Saturday morning, woke up, my heartbeat started just beating, getting anticipating here, ready to go. It was a fun day, but yeah, I don't know. You guys have a good one?
I mean, what a week in college football, from FCS playoffs to the FBS. What a crazy week.
Right. Even teams that didn't even decide to play. I mean, yeah, all kinds of stuff happened. So
a lot of people gone fishing.
Yeah.
A lot of people gone fishing. Crazy week.
But Mark, how about some of the results?
Last week's results, we went to Mercer, Macon, Georgia, and blanked the Mercer Bears 47-0. In the second round of the playoffs, we're on to Montana. Women's basketball. Oh my gosh, how many of these are there?
Look at this. We get no guests, and now we're just absolutely wild, no filters on this show. What are we doing? I love it.
I got a lot of time to kill. Yeah. Women's basketball beat Portland State 75-51 at Portland State, and then lost at home to Eastern Washington on tough one 67-63. Men's basketball had a even tougher week, lost to Portland State 77-71, and at Northern Colorado in overtime 89-87. And track and field indoor season's underway. They won 10 events up in Brookings at the Holiday Open I believe that was on Friday. So congrats to them.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty decent week. Jordan, you mentioned earlier this week's guest. Oh,
Nobody.
oh, what happened?
Not for lack of effort and emails and texts and calls and we tried.
Tough time of year.
Yeah, finals week coming up. There's travel going on.
Plus, we're building up to next week's big milestone. So
the 50th show next
yeah,
week.
do we want to talk about that? So we started this little show, in 2024, and we did 33 episodes in the first season. We didn't know what we were doing for most of them, but we figured it out.
Right.
And
do not go back and watch the first couple, please.
Yeah.
If you like a laugh, go ahead.
Yeah.
So 33 episodes in season 1, and next week's going to be episode number 17 in season 2. And I don't know how many of you are good at math, but 33 plus 17 is 50. And so next week will be our 50th episode. So big milestone for the show. Excellent job, guys.
We made it.
Well, not yet. We got to make it to next week, Mark.
I believe.
Well, we do have another sponsor of the show, Dairy Queen. Jordan, you want to tell us about DQ?
Yes, DQ of Vermilion, Hartford, and Del Rapids, new sponsor of our Player of the Week segment. If you have not yet, please check out their holiday treat menu with the Holiday Nog Shake, Frosted Sugar Cookie Blizzard. I got a couple of those last week. Big fan. Peppermint Bark Blizzard as well. Now, the DQ that I went to in Sioux Falls did not have Peppermint Bark Blizzard. So I don't know who I need to talk to, but I was willing to try it out. Did not have it.
Why didn't you go in Vermilion, Hartford, or Del Rapids?
I didn't have an opportunity to go to those three locations.
Maybe we should go up to Hartford this week. You want to do that?
You drive over to Hartford?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can make that happen.
It's a date. Anyways, many thanks to Dairy Queen of Vermilion, Hartford, and Del Rapids for being a new sponsor of the Player of the Week segment. Speaking of Dairy Queen and supporting great causes, we still got time left to support Aiden Bauman, one of the captains of Alex's Lemonade Stand. If you are watching this live or on the recording, take your phone out and scan that QR code. Free will donation gets you a free Dairy Queen gift card, again, courtesy of our friends at DQ. So under the donation display, just put your X handle or your real name and just type in Dairy Queen under the donation note. I think it's Ray. There's a gentleman, Ray, that commented Dairy Queen. If you're listening, Ray, DM us because I don't know a last name. There's no Twitter handle or social media name, so I don't know how to get that gift card to you. But there's plenty of gift cards left. We got a big stack, and we got some left. So please support Aiden Bauman. Please support Alex's Lemonade Stand. Alex's Lemonade Stand is a children's cancer research group that raises money to cure childhood cancer. So great cause. I don't know the updated standings on the top of my head, but I believe he's ahead of Chase Mason of SDSU in the battle for the top spot. So very competitive, over $112,000 raised this year, which is just insane compared to years past.
Yeah, not only winning the battle there, but winning the playoff games won as well. So if you're out there and you're a fan of the show, even if you're not Ray, just come up to Jordan at a basketball game and just say your name's Ray, and you'll get a free Dairy Queen gift card. I mean,
opportunity knocks.
Yeah, that's a win right there. So looking forward to that. In addition, I think we're going to go to news and notes, Mark.
News and notes. National Signing Day happened this past week. Lots of signees. You have to go over to goyotes.com, check out who they signed, where they're from, what position they play, all that good stuff will be available over there. I was going
to say, this is the early signing period. So the early signing period ended on December 5th, but the transfer portal opens up here in January, and then there will be a traditional signing period in February as well.
Gotcha. Seems like that changes every year, those windows.
No one really, I'm just reading it off of a screen right now, but no one really knows how this works.
Right.
I feel like it's like National Ice Cream Day, where you feel like when it comes up, all of a sudden you're like, wait, didn't we just have National Ice Cream Day? I'm not opposed to multiple ones, but
yeah.
9 Coyotes were named to all Missouri Valley Football Conference recognition. We'll get into that here in a bit. Clarissa Vega earned United Soccer Coaches All West Region honors. Congrats to her. Well deserved. I think we mentioned her at every single soccer sport we had this past season. So, future friend of the show. Pierce Marshall was named cross country academic and all summit league team with a 3.9 GPA. He's also a math major. He knows next week's our 50th show.
Yeah. I was going to say, guys, 3.95. Jordan, what was your college GPA?
Oh, gosh. Grad was 4.0. I don't remember my undergrad.
Was it 3.95? Because I was nowhere
It was not
near
3.95.
95. That's well done by Pierce. Excellent job there. And he's probably taking classes like differential equations and, real analysis and all kinds of stuff that Mark couldn't even pronounce. So
you're speaking layman's terms here. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it simple. That's right.
Yeah.
The next bullet point here, Coaches versus Cancer. I believe this auction is if you want to design the t-shirt. Do I have that right, guys? I think that's what this is about. Or maybe I read the post wrong. We have time.
Do you want me to read it here?
Yeah.
It says, this unique opportunity gives the fans the ability to help shape the look, message, and spirit of the warm-up gear the Coyotes will proudly wear as they take the floor in support of the American Cancer Society, creating a powerful and visible statement in the fight to end cancer as we know it for everyone. So in this case, there's going to be an opportunity for people to design that logo. And to do that, you can bid on this and it will remain open until December 31st, 2025, end of the year.
And you're reading that at goyotes.com?
Goyotes.com. Yeah, you can contact Brittany for more information at brittany.vinton@usd.edu.
Excellent.
We know her.
Yep.
Preseason polls are out for indoor track and field. As we just mentioned, that season's underway. The men and women are both picked third. I have them higher. Don't know about you guys, but I have them higher. And as we mentioned, there's still a handful of Dairy Queen gift cards available. Come find us. Show us that you donated to the lemonade stand, and we'll get you a card.
Or just say your name's Ray.
Well, I'll tweet out something on the Howling Podcast Twitter account or X account this week, probably tomorrow. Just reminding folks how to do that. So you have the link and everything.
Well, guys, Saturday morning, we talked about it. It was a morning game, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Right? It was morning. Lots of folks still in their PJs, getting up. Hey, Yotes are on. Let's tune them on, right? ESPN Plus, Mercer threw for about 50 bajillion yards this season. So I think, everyone is anticipating an aerial attack from Mercer. But, we woke up, the weather prediction folks, they screwed things up last week. But this week they were spot on. And as a matter of fact, our good friend Jay Elson gave us a live shout out from the stadium. And what he ended up giving us was this.
It's raining.
That's just the best weather report we could get, guys. I mean, fantastic, accurate,
precise,
timely, just the best. So shout out Jay. Good job on that one. It was raining. And so the Yotes went in there, held them kind of in check in that game, and ended up with a 47-0 victory over Mercer on Saturday.
Yeah. Domination.
Yeah.
Like there were points in the game, guys, where we were watching it here, had some folks over, and I don't even remember. It was the third quarter, one of the scores, and we weren't even cheering. Like our jaws were just in awe of what and how things were transpiring in the game. I mean, everything they talked about with, third down defense. The biggest thing was the line, right? Like the rushing defense of Mercer. That's what we heard a lot about. And at this stage in the playoffs, you're like, let's respect it. Let's see how it goes. From the get-go, our line play, like we set the tone. Offensive line, defensive line. It was if he gets time to throw, look out, Braden. Is it Atkinson? I'm so sorry. I think it's right. Braden Atkinson. Yep. I saw the highlights. We saw the game. I mean, phenomenal QB, but that's what we heard this week, right? Give him time to throw. He'll make things happen. And there were times he did. There were some great throws that if it wasn't raining, I think receivers come down with certain catches, but we pressured him. And he looked like a lost puppy out there.
A little bit like a freshman, yeah. Like you said, Mercer was giving up 90 yards per game. I think LJ had 168 a half. So it seems like every year one of these things happens. One of these, whether it's the Southern Conference or the Ohio Valley or some of these non-Missouri Valley big, one of these teams out there will get 10-1, 9-2, and they'll get ranked high, and then they'll play a Missouri Valley team and find out. And that's kind of what I thought happened here. Mercer found out.
We had 2 rushers over the 90. I mean, LJ 15.
Whoa.
Am I getting ahead? Am I getting ahead?
You're getting ahead. We'll get to stats here in a second.
All right.
One of the things I noticed was apparently we put such a whooping on them here that the site, they didn't even list the city. They're just like, it was in Georgia somewhere. In the box score. But to start off the game, Mercer got the opening kickoff, right? Mm-hmm. And the Yotes, it was kind of a little bit of a psych moment, but Yotes make a great play on special teams, and there's a flag down, right? Do you remember that for just opening kickoff? I'm like, now what's going on here? Come on. I charted the weak refs, and then the refs like, oh no, it was my bad, but we dropped the flag. I was like, phew. And then the Yotes, they gave up a couple plays that first drive, but held them in there, and then get the ball back, and boom. I think it was like one of the first few plays of the game. LJ just takes one, and like you said, we'd heard about this rush defense all week long and how they stopped the run and things like that. And then apparently they haven't seen a team like South Dakota this season, because LJ Phillips just went next level on them and took one. I think it was 67 yards on that first drive.
That, yeah.
6-7. And then the Yotes punched it in, and and then we're thinking, okay, it's going to be a shootout or something. And then nope, the Yotes defense was just spectacular in this one. We'll talk about some of the stats in just a few moments, but I thought the defense, the offense obviously played spectacular ball, but with the defense playing the way they were, I don't think there was any way South Dakota was losing this game.
No.
We keep playing better. Like the game plan is there, right? And we're executing at a high level. The last month and a half, however, 6 games, whatever. Since Illinois State, they're playing their best ball. And no team at this point in the playoffs wants to play a team doing that. They look, it wasn't perfect, right? No one's perfect, but it was darn close to a perfect performance. Aiden could have punted it maybe within the 1 yard line a little more.
Well, but we caught that. We were down there and covered that one though. So, it could have gone further. We don't know. Yeah. No, that was awesome. Some of the individual statistics from the game: Aiden Bauman finished 13 of 18, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that 37-yard punt. He actually went over 9,000 yards, not in this game, that would be a record, but for his career, making him the all-time leader in career passing yards at the University of South Dakota. Congratulations, Aiden Bauman.
Don't we have a applause?
Do we have a sound thing now, Chad?
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I'm new at this.
There we go.
All right. LJ Phillips Jr. also 15 carries, 159 yards. I'm not as good at math as some of the people, that our cross country team, but that's over 10 yards to carry, guys. And then 2 touchdowns for him. Carson Fletcher, 13 carries, 107 yards, over 100 yards. 2 guys over 100 yards. People are
State of the Union address.
Yeah, I was going to say, if this gets annoying, just go ahead and hit us up in the comments. I think it's
Mark, don't you have the ability to mute Chad?
I probably could, but
he doesn't know
find
how.
it a little funny.
We saw the show last year when he tried to run the thing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah,
that's fair.
Wait till I find these buttons.
Yeah, Lorenzo Fenner, 4 catches, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyson Bowes, 2 catches, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Tennell Bryant and Reed Watkins also had 1 rushing touchdown each. The defense, I'll wait till the end to do the applause for the defense here. But the defense, I mean, if you look at that squad overall, just spectacular. Some of the names, it's funny because the names that were on here last week are not the same names that are on here this week. It's such a great unit and so many guys doing good things. But Roman Tillman, 7 tackles to lead the squad. Mikey Munn, 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 2 passes broken up in the game. Lincoln Adams, 6 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and as well as a PBU. RJ Stewart had 3 tackles, including 2 of them tackles for loss and an interception. And Gabe Hardman had 5 tackles and an interception.
Can we, one more round of applause here? One more round of applause because Tyson Bowes, Tennell Bryant both got their first career touchdowns and first touchdown as a Yote. Tennell Bryant as a Yote. So, and on that same pass where Aiden broke the passing yards record, Lorenzo also broke the single season touchdown record at USD. That sound effect made it sound like I was going to drop like a lame close to a joke. Save that for my eye chart.
Okay.
I would add to the defense, Caden Crawford was he was in the backfield. He was around the ball constantly, especially there in that first half. He was a disruptor. Maybe he wasn't getting the tackles, but he was definitely causing havoc all day. Like you say, offense, defense, special teams. It was just a butt whooping.
Yeah. And it was fun, right?
It was super fun. Yeah.
And so, of course, the Yote fans had fun. And then some other area fans did not have fun. And so if we go ahead and pull up the bracket here, we can see that we're in the final 8. I don't know it's not called the Elite 8. I think that's specific to basketball, but whatever it is here, the quarterfinals. And so South Dakota will go to number 3, Montana. And then up on the top half of that bracket, you've got Montana State, which will host Stephen F. Austin. Over on the other side of the bracket, you notice that number 1 seed's gone. Where'd they go?
Must be
gone fishing.
Yeah. Huh. Illinois State knocked off North Dakota State the other day. So Illinois State will head out to UC Davis and probably play a game. I don't know. It'll probably be at like 2 a.m. or something. It'll be late out in California. They hadn't even announced this when I made this. Is it announced now, guys? I don't even know.
It might be. I guess I
is
only
that
paid attention to our.
Is that's the ESPN Plus game? I don't even know
yes.
if that's what time.
Yeah, 2 a.m. I'm assuming it's going to be late.
That's about the time that UC Davis, Rhode Island got done. Jeepers creepers.
Yeah.
They've got it listed as, wow, ready for this. All right, let's do it. What are we thinking? What time do you think that Illinois State UC Davis game starts, Chad?
Oh, I think it's probably
Central time.
9 Central.
Mark?
That's what I was going to say. I'll go 8 Central.
4 o'clock.
Oh. 4 p.m.?
4 p.m. on ESPN Plus, according to the app here.
Huh.
You got 11 a.m. Villanova Tarleton State, 2:30 on ABC, South Dakota, Montana, and then 4 o'clock, Illinois State, UC Davis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. ESPN Plus, I guess it can show it whenever they want. But yeah, you mentioned the South Dakota game at Montana, 2:30 Central Time start. That will be on ABC. So you should be able to watch that anywhere you are. You don't need any specific like subscription package. Okay. 2:30 on ABC. Thanks, Mark, for the update there. So I can actually watch that, guys. I have a TV that I have like an antenna and I pull in channels over the air. I can watch it on that. I don't need a subscription to anything to watch that.
You won't be emailing links to people to.
No, I don't need to. Yep. Sorry.
Wow, that's crazy.
If anyone needs a link to it, just turn to ABC and you can watch that show.
Darren mentioned also Reed Watkins had his first touchdown, which was an impressive one.
I literally had that up, Darren. I am sorry. I had it pulled up too. I left Reed off there.
Yeah.
Let's get an applause for Reed. First touchdown too.
He carried about 6 dudes with him, 10 yards into the end zone.
Yep.
So, impressive.
And then Jordan messed it up, but that's okay.
I feel like I did that last year with someone too. Didn't I call someone the wrong name?
Yep. You've done that several times. It's
the
fun.
Hair Jordan incident.
A few is different than several. Let's
There was the Hair Jordan.
Congrats,
incident.
Reed. No, set the tone, man. That was who's the Kyle Brand on Good Morning Football? Angry runs? That was an angry run.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. So, Mark, you were mentioning about the postseason awards and kind of getting into that later. Do we want to go over some of those postseason awards, or?
I mean, we might as well, since we got.
I don't have a bunch of slides here, but there were 9 Coyotes that earned all Missouri Valley Football Conference recognition. And obviously, with the number of teams that made the playoffs and then the Coyotes being one of only 2 remaining Missouri Valley teams, very impressive there. But LJ Phillips Jr. and Mikey Munn were selected as first team all Missouri Valley Conference selections this season. So Mikey Munn and LJ Phillips. Obviously, we've been talking about LJ all season. He just continues doing his thing. It's funny because like 160 yards now, and we're just like, it was just an average game for him. But I mean, the guy is something special here. Okay. We're witnessing something really, really great. But then Mikey Munn, I mean, just having a great season. Young guy, true sophomore, and starting his first season as a starter for the Yotes. And, early in the year, especially that Iowa State game, we were like, is he ready type of thing? But I mean, he's really stepped up this season and made some great plays, including in the game on Saturday.
Yeah, no, he's been spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
As far as other all-conference selections, second team honorees, Lorenzo Fenner. Okay, we mention his name almost every single week as well. He's spectacular receiver for the Yotes. Had a ton of touchdowns. Yep. Let's see, who else did we have here? Offensive lineman Almarian Krim got on that second team. Caden Crawford, who you mentioned earlier, Mark. Caden Crawford, if you're watching a game, number 10 on the defensive line, he's wreaking havoc in the other opponent's offensive backfield. And then Mr. Consistency here, feel like we talked about him a lot all season, DeJuan Lewis, stepping into that starting role in the safety spot and just shutting things down on the backside, making big plays all over the place. Aiden Bauman also was selected as an honorable mention, All Missouri Valley Conference. Adrian Hawkins was honorable mention. And then Nate Ewell as well, all Missouri Valley Conference honorable mention. So congrats to those individuals on the great season. But, at this point, it's not about individual honors. It's about keeping on winning and advancing in that playoff bracket.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think if there's a little bit better start to the year, maybe some of those names are up a little bit. But like you said, it's a full season award. But the last half of the season, a lot of players have been playing first team caliber games.
And I think we've interviewed enough athletes at the University of South Dakota to know that I think every single one of them would give up every one of those awards for 2-3 more wins here in the season. So what's the math there? 2 more wins, 3 more wins. I'd have to look at the bracket.
But at this point, the wins earlier in the season don't really matter. It's like, hey, Yotes are one of the teams still alive.
Yep.
And so, if you look at the playoff bracket once again, I mean, there's some teams in there that traditionally the past, 10, 12, however many years have been in there that are no longer playing for a championship, and the Yotes are.
Well,
and so that's the big thing.
In that left side, I know there's obviously our side. Oh, I did the hand thing again. Damn it. You got the left side here. One of those teams is going to be playing in the national championship. Illinois State, UC Davis, Villanova, or Tarleton. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. The hand thing. God. But obviously like our side too, with the potential brawl of the Wild rematch thing. But I look at that other side, like even, if something happens with us, the fact that Illinois State, UC Davis, Villanova, or Tarleton is going to be playing for a title versus, what we've been used to the last decade. I think it's great for the FCS level. I really do.
One at a time, Mark. One at a time.
You want to know how many miles it is to Nashville from Burbank?
It's a direct flight out of Sioux Falls.
Well, in addition to football, there was some other sports that played this week. So women's basketball went out to Portland, Oregon, and played Portland State in the first game of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this one was almost a no contest. I mean, goodness gracious. South Dakota didn't start out great, trailed 13-12 at the end of the first quarter. However, the second quarter happened, and the Yotes put a hurting on Portland State in that second quarter, outscoring them 22-5 in that quarter, and pretty much putting the game away there. At that point, this one improved the Yotes record to 8-1 overall on the season in front of those 305 fans out in Portland, Oregon. And, not even really much of a contest in this one. You can see some of the individual statistics. Angie Robles with 23 points, Patience Williams and Elise Turabiates finished with both with double digits in scoring and both with 9 rebounds. And so I think I maybe said something like they got to step it up last week. I was not calling anyone out, but they both went out and stepped it up on the rebounding end there. So spectacular job. I'm sure Coach Amy was showing a clip. Chad Berger said this, and that probably fired the ladies up over the week. But just some great rebounding.
Look at the number. Rebound.
Look, so the total number of rebounds here, 54. Okay, 54. Portland State scored 51 points. I think we brought out this clip several times. But what did Coach Amy say on the show, Mark?
Defense and rebounding are a must. And I believe this is at very least the second time, if not the third time, that this has happened where we've had more total rebounds than the opponent has points. So
look at the ORB 17. Again, want to remind folks, last year we averaged like 5.6 offensive rebounds a game. This is the new norm.
Yeah,
or at least it should be.
Fun to watch too. Alex Flattery also had 11 points, 6 rebounds in this one. But it's always fun to see you up and down the scoring here. And I mean, goodness gracious, how many Yotes scored? Right. At least 10 different Yotes scored in this one. I mean, everyone is getting some playing time here. This was a dominant performance on Wednesday. So then on Saturday, the Yotes came home and hosted Eastern Washington. This one didn't go as well. This one, the Yotes ended up on the short end, 67-63. Mark, you were there. Any thoughts?
Yeah, it was the same style of basketball that we played at Portland State. It's just one of those things. Basketball looks a lot prettier when shots go in. and we just struggled to make shots. That's the big difference to me. They had some length. Eastern Washington did. A couple girls. Number 10 was pretty good. That we had trouble guarding, and got Patience was in foul trouble, and Josie came in. She ended up in a little bit of foul trouble. So there was some shuffling there at the 5 spot. And Angie had a lot of trouble getting to the rim and making shots as well. But that, like I say, that was everybody was struggling to make shots, and just made it a lot more tough than it's been, through the first 9 games of the seasons for the women.
And Mark, I think this is a good opponent to get that practice against a little lengthier team. I don't know for certain, but I do know that like when you get to conference play, North Dakota State, South Dakota State's going to have that length. So this is good one to get that practice, to figure out, that kind of rotations, who fits in where, and then how to learn from it too, once conference play starts.
Yep.
Well, this loss drops the Yotes to 8-2 on the season. And some of the individual stats we'll take a look at here. Angie still finished in double digits with 13 points. Elise had 13 points and 9 rebounds once again, obviously paying attention to that clip from last week. Molly Joyce had double digits in this one as well with 10 points. You can see the Yotes finished with 47 rebounds in here, 11 offensive, Jordan. So still a pretty good rebounding performance. Didn't get dominated down low, but just, a tough one. Didn't end up going their way.
Mark, can I ask on the field goal, 17-6? I mean, are they good looks? They're just not falling?
Yeah, like I said, it was, you put the film on of the Portland State game and watch us offensively. It was the same. The shots were not going in. And obviously, like I said, they had some length inside. So the lane was a little more clogged up than normal. So maybe it was a little more contested layups once we were driving in there. But yeah, 17-63. It felt all of that, if not worse at times. We just could not make a shot.
Yep. Jordan comments, shots didn't fall and we struggled to defend a decent post player. Great things to work on and prepare for, especially, as the conference season comes up here. So,
yep.
Excellent.
Great minds think alike, Jordan. It's got to be the first name.
Well, the women went 1-1 on the week. The men had an unfortunate week. They hosted Portland State on Wednesday and dropped that one 77-71 at the SCSC. This one dropped the Yotes to 5-4 on the season. And, you guys were both there for this one. What was going on Wednesday night?
Jordan and I talked about it. Offensively, it was just choppy. I don't know if it was the foul calls or whatever. And it never felt like we were in a flow. Like there were several times down the floor, I asked Jordan, like, what's our goal here? Who are we trying to get the ball to?
Yeah.
I don't know. We struggled on the offensive end. I think PD would be okay with allowing the points we did. Maybe not. Maybe he wants a lower number there, but felt defensively we played okay. Offensively, we just really, really struggled.
Yeah, I thought I would agree with you, Mark. The offense, it was just kind of like, what's the identity here? It's a lot of pick and roll. To what avail? Like there wasn't a lot of good shot selections, but they were athletic. There were a couple guys. Mark and I were like, they look like NBA player, like sizes where let's say you don't want to challenge them to an arm wrestling match, Chad. Okay. They were physical. They were big. And we got one of their bigs in foul trouble too. I'm trying to see. 0-0. Keon Kenzie, big dude, got him in foul trouble, was able to take him out. But, or maybe it was Trayvon, number 4. I can't remember. One of them got into foul trouble. It kind of changed their game plan a little bit, but they had a couple guys go for double doubles, 20 points, 10 rebounds. So they were just really athletic. And then if we get the stat thing up, free throws were not the greatest. And like 23 of 34 is not bad. It's not good, but this is just my opinion. I thought situationally the misses came at bad times, like where we could have started building a run or we really needed to pull it within a single possession. And they were missed there. And then Portland State was able to respond. So just it was a tough game offensively, I thought.
Yeah. If we could figure out how to make some 3-pointers too, that would help spread that defense out. So our dribble drive stuff would be a little more open. 4-17, probably not an ideal number for us either. And then the other thing that pops out here, maybe Chad, you were going to mention it, but 17 turnovers to 8 assists. That's kind of been a reoccurring theme here with the men all season long. That number hasn't been a great ratio between the two here all year for the most part.
Mark, was it this one? Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. Was it this one where a lot of the passes were like they were expecting their teammate to be standing there and they weren't? All of a sudden, like it would go right to Portland State. And it was just kind of one of the, I think Portland State just caught us off guard. Maybe, I don't know. Mentally, we weren't 100% in. I don't know. But
definitely out of sorts.
Out of sorts. That's a perfect way to put it.
Well, the Yotes are a young team. How do they get into sorts? I mean, how do they figure this out? Because it's going to be over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be tough going into conference season to figure out who's going to step up and make the plays.
No doubt about it. They're going through some adversity right now. But I like the pieces in place. I like the coaches. They'll figure it out. And they got a good opportunity coming up, as we'll talk about.
All right. Well, Saturday, the Yotes went out to Northern Colorado in Bank of Colorado Arena. And this one, night game last night, I watched the end of the second half. I know Jordan said earlier, thank goodness for snowblowers. I went to go start my snowblower last night, and the string came right off. So I ended up shoveling. So my back is sore right now. But I got inside and caught the end of this one, and it went to overtime. But the Yotes ended up on the short end of this one, 89-87.
It's kind of a reverse of the Portland State game. I think offensively we played well enough to win. Defensively, probably not where PD wants it. I think they shot. I don't know. We probably don't have percent. I think they shot almost 60% for the game or something like that. It was not a lot of opportunities to get rebounds. So if they're making all their shots,
58.9%.
Yeah,
that's
a big number.
I mean, Isaac Bruns, guys, 28 points, second game in a row, career high. He's scoring some baskets here, but 0 for 2 from 3-point land. You can see the 3-point shooting on this one for the team, 2 for 10. Not getting the shots from the outside for the Yotes. And then as far as rebounding goes, you said not a lot of opportunities there. 31 total rebounds in this one. I don't know what did Northern Colorado have. Jordan, you got it in front of you.
What stat are you looking for?
Rebounds.
They had 28 rebounds, 6 offensive.
Yep. So the Yotes out rebounded them in this one. But Mark, once again, you mentioned the turnover assist ratio in this one. 13 turnovers, 5 assists for the Yotes.
All 5 of those assists, by the way, were in the second half. We had 0 at halftime. So the ball gets a little sticky on us. It would I don't know what to say about that. It would help to move the ball a little bit and create some shots instead of trying to do it individually at times. Now, I'm not the coach, maybe PD, that's what we're trying to do, but it seems like a very low number.
And I've talked about this before too. Look at the stat. Like if we can get Isaac, Jordan, Uzziah, Evan can not the best game statistically, but and then Vince, with Shea coming off the bench, if he can have a good game, like if we can spread the love through that, like offensively, Mark, you mentioned that 87 points is great, but flip it, the defensive side wasn't very good overall. How do you do free throw wise? Look at that, 25 of 27. Man,
yeah,
yin and yang with stats here.
Spectacular. I didn't think the 67% from Wednesday night was terrible either, but it's
but again, like that was
timely.
very much situational misses. That was just like, we really. I can't remember if it was Isaac or someone missing 2 where it could have cut it to a single possession in the middle of a run, and then Portland State scored. Yeah, but.
So, Mark, you said you're kind of questioning the offensive philosophy there. So,
yes,
we're going to go ahead
off my back.
Let's go.
Hold on.
Print the t-shirts. Print the t-shirts. Yeah. That's what I need on my. Yeah. No, I mean, I'd say Petey's a smarter guy than I am, but feels like if we move the ball, if we did like the women did and move the ball and make an extra pass and get a wide open look instead of these. Obviously, we made a higher percentage last night than we did against Portland State, but just one more pass, I think we'd be open there.
Moving off the ball, Mark, right? Like the Portland State game, I thought our best buckets came when there were backdoor when there were cuts, and then they would finish at the hoop, and you get an and one opportunity. Maybe it's a no call, but a tough finish. But like, I don't think we have the length against certain teams to where you can kick and shoot a 3, and I don't think that's really our thing. So if we can move that ball and use Cam in the post, backdoor cuts, top cut, that's our ball. But you're right, when it's just pick and roll, or all of a sudden 26 seconds have gone on the shot clock and we've been dribbling the whole time. But this is, hey, it's adversity. They're gonna figure it out. That's what these games are for. Plenty of talent.
Yep.
Well, you mentioned our new sponsor earlier, Jordan, Dairy Queen. As a part of Dairy Queen, we pick the Howling Podcast Player of the Week. And this week's Player of the Week, Jordan?
USD football defensive back sophomore Mikey Munn, 2 tackles, 2 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions in the dismantling of Mercer 47-0. Mikey Munn is the Howling Podcast Player of the Week, presented by Dairy Queen of Vermilion, Hartford, and Del Rapids. Absolute difference maker in the game.
Yeah. So how does Mikey get his prize here, Jordan?
He's not getting a prize, Chad, because I think that would violate NCAA rules. But congrats to Mikey.
Yes. We post a graphic on Twitter, right? And Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. One thing I forgot to do on that slide, photo credit to Adam Pearson of USD Athletics. Took that
Mikey Munn, aka Ray. Is that who he is? No.
Ray?
Is that what he goes by?
I have no idea.
Never.
Sounds like a future friend of the show question.
I feel like Mark's making a reference that none of us got there.
Well, it's from earlier in the show. Ray bought a.
Ray, Dairy Queen gift card. Yep.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Yes.
Well, hey, congrats to Mikey. I am putting it out there. I think he's going to be playing on Sundays, but hey, job's not finished this season though.
Right.
And 2 more.
So congrats
at USD.
Well, what's coming up this week then, Mark?
This week, Saturday, we'll be out at Montana for the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. There'll be 4 games in the FCS next week. We'll be in one of them. 2:30 Central Time. If you can't make it out there on ABC, get your rabbit ears out and tune in. Men's basketball looking to bounce back. They'll be at Wyoming on Tuesday, December 9th, 7:30 p.m. on the Mountain West Network. And home to Prairie View A&M on Saturday at 1. Women's basketball just got 1 game this week. They'll be out at Bradley on Wednesday at 11 a.m. That feels like a education day start time, does it not? And
I also couldn't find any TV for that. Do we know if it's going to be on TV or not?
Oh, really? Not even an ESPN Plus?
I looked and I couldn't find, but if we find something, we'll try to post it later on during the week. I'll link to that one. Those 11 a.m. on Wednesday are tough ones.
Yeah, that feels like education day, doesn't it? Really does.
Hold on. It's on ESPN Plus. I went to Bradley's website, said watch, and it went right to ESPN Plus. Sweet. 11 a.m. Let's go.
Yeah. And then you mentioned final exams. I mean, who's not excited for final exams? Let's go. Right?
Which is split into 2 weeks. So study hardy, Marty. You know, I think it's, what is it, Thursday through Wednesday?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe that should be an eye chart.
Wednesday is like a reading day or a study day for
that day
on campus. So, I mean,
Everybody's
there's no
studying.
excuse to miss
It's
that
packed.
11 a.m. tip off in that one.
Chad, come on over to the office. We'll have a little watch party.
Oh no, I'm not going in. I'm staying home. It's a dead day.
Some of us have to work.
Well, so do I. Yeah. All right. So pictures, Jordan.
Yeah, so that's me wearing the Press Dakota shirt as I showed up all the kids at Sky Zone. No, I'm just kidding. The boys' reward for being good kids this month was going to Sky Zone. So I was repping Press Dakota out at Sky Zone. Middle one, no pets were harmed in the taking of this picture, but I got my new Yote, the Sigmana 2 helmet, got it up here, got it at Charlie's, and I thought I'd have some fun and put it on my annoying cat, Rosie. So that's the middle one. And then I'm really bad when Chad's not at an event with Mark and I about remembering to take pictures to events I go to. So Mark and I were at the game Wednesday, did not get a picture together, but enjoyed our time. And on my way out, got a picture with Charlie.
See, I know where that's at, but I feel like you got to work on like the backdrop behind your selfies, though.
I mean, you can see John in the background.
Yeah.
There. I mean, I've been a proponent of them getting decals on the walls in the concourse. So, I mean, if we had some photogenic background things in the concourse.
But I feel like if you turn about 35 degrees to your right with your camera and hold it up a little higher, you got the court in your background.
Yeah, Chad, I'm not going to lie. I can't remember if this is at the end of the game or if I really needed to go to the bathroom. So I just got Charlie and was like, let's take a pic.
Well, no, we appreciate you putting the pictures on and sharing them. It's always fun. If any of you ever want to see us at a game and just want to come up and take a selfie, Mark loves that. But I do too. Just come up, see us at a game, come up, take a picture with us, post it on the socials. Maybe you'll get featured on a future show. Maybe we'll even have some free swag for you.
Maybe I'll even have a freaking Dairy Queen gift card for you.
Oh, Ray. Hashtag Ray. All right. So lots of good opportunities coming up. But before we get there, and now.
And that's just what they wanted to do there. And all things considered, again, you see the iChart cardboard cutout. How appropriate.
Through the review, the iChart made its way to the video board. It really injected some energy.
Our own Mark Wendt is famous for holding up that eye chart at men's and women's basketball games when officials make questionable calls. So each week on the show, we give our eye chart of the week moments when officials or just things that happen in life are a little bit questionable. And so we have the results from last week. Last week, we had over 11,400 votes in this one, and USD versus Drake referees ended up winning that one, followed closely by fan attend obsession. And then we had 3 separate fan submissions that came in last week. So shout out to everyone that had a fan submission. We had Nicole. We had Dr. O, I believe. Is that right?
Okay.
And then we had Darren with the fan submission. So they all came in ahead of that terrible one there. Weather Doomsday. I don't know who would pick that, but that's a terrible eye chart of the week. So yeah, lots of stuff happened.
Shout out to weather people out there. We respect.
No, you guys suck. Knock it off. Weather guys suck. Terrible at their job. All right. Clip it and post it at Sean Cable or whoever is out there. Okay. I don't care. At Phil Shrek. You guys
Tyler
suck.
Roney, Dakota News.
Who? I don't even know who that guy is.
Hey, he's a Yote guy. You know?
Well, yeah, whatever. I'm weather guys on my list.
I need to go
All right.
Rafiki and hit you over the head with a club. It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
So, who had the referees? Mark, you had them, so you got to go first this week, right?
Well, the rules change every week, but yeah, I'll go first, I guess, this week. So my art chart of the week is going to go to, I don't know who it goes to, actually. This afternoon, I kind of made the executive decision that I'm 99% sure I'm heading out to Montana. We're going to go to that football game out there. And it's been on my bucket list for a long time. It looks like a beautiful spot to watch a football game. I'm going to try to make it happen. We'll see if we can get a day off work. So long story short, I was looking for a hotel. I probably won't make the full trip in one day. So I was looking for a stopping point. Googled up a spot, looking for hotels there. I choose the first search result for the location I'm looking at. I click on it. It's an affordable rate, $57 a night, but there's only 3 rooms left. But then I see that it has a free cancellation if I decide that I can't go. So I go for it. I book it. And then a pop-up comes up and says, well, if you want this insurance to be able to cancel, that'll be another $25 for cancellation insurance. Well, now I'm most of the way in, so I just bite the bullet and I'll buy the insurance. I get the confirmation email and it's all goofy worded, and it says my hotel is actually in Missouri and not Montana, and there's misspellings and the English looks weird. And so that's when I decided to Google the website and find out that I've just been absolutely scammed for $70, $80 or whatever it was. So whoever's responsible for getting that search result to be number 1 on Google search, when you search for that, whoever you are, whatever computer decided to do that or person, I don't have any idea how that works, but whoever you are, you owe me $80 and you get my eye chart of the week.
I hate when that happens.
Ridiculous.
Hopefully you get the money back. Am I up? Oh, camera's to me. All right. Here I go. As you can tell by the shirt I'm wearing, you could probably guess what my eye chart is going to be, and that is the College Football Playoff Committee. Chad, you're going to want to run that banner on the bottom during this. As some of you know, my first college football love was and continues to be the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Today they were robbed of earning a spot in the college football playoff. For weeks, this committee bamboozled us in America to believe that Notre Dame and Miami were the real battle for the last spot before this morning's final reveal. For weeks, the committee put Notre Dame ahead of Miami until today. Now, I tweeted about it, and I've digressed a little on Miami making it, although I don't agree with them jumping Notre Dame. But what the committee was actually doing was comparing Notre Dame to Alabama behind closed doors, since they had to get an ACC team in after Duke won the ACC title. ACC has been giving the middle finger to Notre Dame these past few weeks. In fact, I just saw this weekend, ACC Network played the Notre Dame-Miami game on repeat for nearly 48 hours. Why would they do that? Kind of odd, if you ask me. Now, you compare the resumes of Bama and Notre Dame, use the eye test, whatever. Doesn't really make sense to me that Bama makes it in over Notre Dame, a 3-loss team. Notre Dame, if you're a college football fan, is clearly a top 10 team in the country, and they won't be playing for the opportunity to win a national championship. 2 losses by 4 points and then 10 straight blowouts. They took care of the teams that they were supposed to on their schedule. They weren't supposed to make it last year, made the national championship game. Committee breaks down BYU's performance in their championship game, but then they go full protection mode against Alabama in their explanations. Bama had more losses and a bad loss to a 5-7 team. They're the only team in the playoff history to not drop after losing their conference championship. So does it even matter if Notre Dame was in a conference? Not this year, apparently. It's corrupt. It's a joke. The chair of the committee is the Arkansas AD. So he's absolutely salty and chose to leave Notre Dame out because Notre Dame curb stomped the doormat of the SEC this year, Arkansas. I'm glad the players and admin at Notre Dame decided not to go to a bowl game that would have been broadcasted on ESPN. Why should they partake in a bowl game on a network that basically controls the college football playoff? Most of the people calling them chicken or soft, especially in the national media, they're ESPN SEC affiliated. They're mad because the biggest brand in college football and their fans won't be giving them viewing numbers for a bowl game. So spare me, Kirk Herbstreit. Post another video of your dog to cover up your nonsense opinions. I didn't want to buy into this conspiracy, but the playoff system isn't about the best teams at all. Go back to a BCS system. The committee is a joke this year. They used Notre Dame as a prop to get views the last 2 months before ultimately choosing an SEC team. College football committee gets my eye chart. Go Irish.
So, yeah. All right. I'll go ahead and go next. My eye chart of the week is something I think we can all get behind. It's ridiculous. It keeps happening year over year in college football. And it's this stupid Dr. Pepper ball toss at halftime of conference championship games. This ball toss turns into a chest pass-a-thon of people who obviously have never really played sports very much in their entire lives, trying to chest pass a football through a big bottle that's standing about 10 yards away from them in order to win a college scholarship. This is the type of entertainment none of us wanted, none of us need, and none of us ever want to see again. Please take it away. Please make it stop. The Dr. Pepper ball toss gets my eye chart of the week.
It was fun one year.
So I don't get an applause. I get you guys commenting and
you get the gong.
Are we doing
yeah, we do. We have a fan submission here as well. By the way, fan submissions, if you have them, try to get them commented in. We really suck at like organizing and being like good people. At keeping
I'll
track
take the
of
blame
stuff.
on the one last week because I actually had the one I had it bookmarked on my personal one, so I missed the fan one last week. We want to see more fan ones though.
Yes,
right. But if the caveat to that is I only have 4 spots available on the Twitter poll, so there's obviously 3 of us. So we certainly want them. We'll read them
before the end of this episode. We can take mine off. My little monologue there. We can take mine.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
So we did have a fan.
Read them.
Yeah, we did have a fan submission this week. Nicole writes in, eye chart of the week, John Thayer. Oh my, voice of the Coyotes. Sorry. Saying Coyote football player Adams was from Lake Zurich. But if you know Illinois towns, it's Zurich. So John Thayer gets Nicole's eye chart of the week.
Nicole submissions. Submitted that one. Nicole.
Yep.
Nicole.
Yeah. No affiliation.
She has your picture in her profile photo. What a lovely family, Jordan.
She gets more votes than mine. I will hide. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, high dive.
Almost had me.
Oh, Jordan's notorious for saying things that he doesn't always want to follow up on. So,
like what?
Oh,
you're a 900 likes short of me high diving.
I think you're calling people out right now.
I'm pretty sure I owe like a UND tattoo or something. Mark, I can't remember what I backed out of last year. Anyways,
if life isn't going your way, just reach out for help. 988. You can get call, text, chat. You can get help to have someone to listen to you, talk to you. No judgment, just help. Reach out. You can go to helplinecenter.org/988, or just pick up your phone, call, text, or chat 988. You can get that help. Additionally, special thanks to our title sponsor tonight, 19 Brewing Company, Main Street, Vermilion. Go on in there. They're open in the winter as well, so go on in there, check them out. try one of the tasty brews and beverages that are on tap, some of the great food that they have there as well, and make sure to tell them the Howling Podcast sent you. Additionally, thank you to our newest sponsor, Dairy Queen of Vermilion, Hartford, and Del Rapids. Make sure to get in and try one of those holiday blizzards and all of the other delicious treats that they have. Fantastic. Additionally, if you donate to Aiden's cause, we'll go ahead and get you a $25 Dairy Queen gift card. Just $10. Make sure to stop. $10. Hey, we'll get you something. Get a Dairy Queen gift card, and we do have one for Ray. So Ray, find Jordan or Mark or I, and give us your contact information, and we'll get that to you.
Please, because I feel bad. I saw I want to find you, Ray, and get you that gift card because you made a very nice donation for Aiden's cause there.
Anything else we missed tonight, guys? I'm sure we messed up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, ton of stuff. Yeah.
You didn't mute me during my eye chart, so that was good.
All right. Well, we'll do better next week. Until next time, as always, we're sponsored by the Wakanda Peach Company, LLC, out of Burbank, South Dakota. Until next time,
go Yotes.
Go Yotes.
Good night, Vermilion.
Let's go! You know, 3 idiots on a podcast. Like,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Runs sucks.
We don't know if any of that's true, but Phil. Oh, Jordan, don't give me this technically crap. Come on.
Got personal this week.
Lots of stuff happened. Just
Chad Berger, Brian Dawson, USD.
Yeah, you're wrong.
You guys do it in a really professional manner, and it's awesome.